What's good, my
I-
sweet meat?
I
My-
can't tell if your caption, Ron, is pro me or anti me, but I accept.
You're a risk. That's a risk I'm willing to take, dude.
Put me in a Squid Game.
Put you in Squid Game.
Are you done?
No, I'm halfway through it, I think.
Okay.
Well, I think a little bit into episode 4.
Okay, so you have within 2.5 left.
Yeah. So, I think the episode was 222, where like we watched like a little bit of it and then stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's been real rough.
Yeah. Won't say anymore. Yeah.
Ace, you need to watch Squid Game.
So good.
I'll get around to it.
Like Jake and I, we go onto this thing and we constantly talk about things on Netflix that aren't WWE Raw. So
Dude, no. I've
Major
just
chill.
come to accept that. That's what you guys do. You come on here, and if it's not the Bear, it's Squid Game, it's Total D or not. Well, I guess Total Divas. There was something else that y'all like.
Devil's Plan. There was Devil's Plan.
I was like, there was another
Breaking
one.
Bad. There was Prison Break. There's
dude, I will start a pop culture podcast right now.
Yeah,
that's the vibe I'm getting.
Dude, I love talking about that stuff. If I didn't have a kid, I would go to movies more and I'd be able to talk more about movies. But I have a kid, so I've shifted to television.
Hey, that's fine. That's A-okay.
Oh boy. So, Ron, you watched Ace. Did you watch?
What, Raw or you mean
Night of Champions?
The Night with the Champions? Did you watch that?
I only
the
I only know what happened. I didn't watch.
Fair.
Oh man, so now I'm we're gonna have to all right.
Well, we all know what I'm doing, Ron.
Yeah. Is Ace gonna do the same thing?
Oh, Ace
physically cannot.
No,
come on.
You can.
Let's do it a different way. You both tell me your version of what happened, and I will tell you which one I like more.
I like that.
And then I'll just recap for like a minute, and then we move on to the next one.
I didn't watch, but I know what happened.
Yeah, but you got to do it in your way.
That's what way is that? My way is to shut yours guys down.
Well, that's not happening this time.
Yeah, you're not the shutter downer. You're the putting it downer. You got to put it down. Ron shuts it down now.
That's not how that works at all.
I am the judge, jury, and executioner. So
yeah, Ace, the roles have flipped. You're now the shenanigee. You're not the shenaniger. You're shenanigee.
Sorry, need your what?
You're the shenanigee.
That is not what I heard.
Well, it's Pride Month, so the shenanigay.
Just don't use the hard R. That's all I ask.
Oh my, yeah, no, I heard this same thing.
Whoa!
There's too many N's and G's and I's. So just let's leave that one consonant.
Yeah, guys, I don't know what you heard. Like, it's pretty simple. I'll say it one more time. Make sure you hit record right now.
I already have.
Dude, he's already did. He's already live.
That's why I was like, all right, bold start.
No,
guys, I was doing
like we were talking about it. We were like, we're gonna have the pre-show, and then we're gonna at 7. We're gonna go straight fire.
Guys, just to let you and everyone listening know, I was doing the past and pretense of shenanigan. Look it up, you guys, with your dirty thoughts.
It's in Oxford. It's in Merriam-Webster. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, there's an Oxford comma in the word, guys.
Yeah,
look it up. Jeez.
Today we learned that Jake actually is a learned gentleman.
Did we? I mean, I feel like we knew that.
He is a saint and a scholar.
That's correct, Ron. Thank you for singing my praises.
Well, I was kind of concerned because you spelled gangsta with an A instead of the hard R. So
And no G.
That is how it's spelled in the title of the song.
The Ganstas?
Oh,
The Ganstas?
Ganstas
Oh,
Paradise.
You're
right. That is how they say it.
Okay, I take it back. He is not a learned gentleman.
We
He is
live
not a saint. He is not a
Gangsta
scholar.
Paradise.
I am not. At first,
Paradise.
you saying the A, I'm like, yeah, it's spelled with an A. That's like how it does. And then Ron hit the G on.
Dude, I didn't notice it until A said it.
I didn't even notice it either.
You pointed it out, and I was like, he's talking about the spelling, right? And then when you said with the G or the lack of R, I was like, oh, I meant he didn't spell it right.
I guess
I was gonna let that slide. Ace.
I guess I'm gonna have to proofread my stuff before I hit enter now.
Dude, I have to do that every day.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
I learned that I cannot work and listen to an audiobook.
Why not?
Because as I'm typing out the notes of why
that's right.
fixing somebody's computer, proceeded to fix Word document, was given error, and then the Legion stormed upon the front, bullets firing everywhere. Wait, that wasn't what we did.
Never mind. That's right. You do the typies. That makes sense.
Yeah, I thought, I was like, this would be a good thing. This will be a smart thing to like listen to an audiobook while I'm trying to work, except for the fact that I get so engrossed in it that I'm straight up listening to it, and then typing at the same time just does not work out. Speaking of everyone saying, like, did you watch? Did you catch any of Early Raw?
I mean, I've caught highlights. I've seen that Rhea and EO are facing at Evolution. I saw that Judgment Day won back the tag titles. I got it. I mean, who cares? Did anything else happen that I may have missed besides those things?
Let's see. You nailed Rhea and them at Evolution. It is odd. I mean, like, it's nice because it makes like Raw like must see kind of deal. But like,
wait, are they still in Saudi?
No,
I don't think so.
No, they're in Pittsburgh.
Early.
Oh, yeah. So there's already news coming out about it.
No. They're doing a dual taping tonight, and instead of Raw and SmackDown, and instead of starting Raw at the normal time and then just having SmackDown finish at like 1 a.m, they started Raw early. And they're going to tape SmackDown for Friday
because they're giving everyone July 4th off.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Hey, good on them. Good on them.
Right?
Yeah, they need a day off.
But yeah, so they're doing a dual tape
to the opposite of July 4th.
Yeah. Oh gosh. All right. So who start? I can't.
Yeah.
No, today has been a rough day. Like my head stuff started happening, and
your migraine and stuff.
Yeah. So I'm definitely faking it right now. I'm dying on the inside.
I wouldn't say I'm dying, but I spent 4 hours doing inventory this morning because our company is doing an audit. And now that I'm a field engineer, I have to maintain inventory or whatever.
Yeah. No, like I spent the last 2 hours like in bed finishing season 3 of The Circle, also on Netflix. Ace, you got to watch it. So yeah.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Hold up, Ron.
What?
Did you say The Circle?
Yes, I did just say The Circle.
Are you talking about the game show where they are locked in apartments and can only speak digitally?
Yes.
Ron, why are you watching all my guilty pleasures?
I'm saying,
dude, I don't know. Like, I just hit season 4, and I just watched the first episode of season 4 before I got on here.
Me and my wife got so into that show that we've watched the French version and the South American version.
Oh my gosh, that's so insane. I think the reason why we started watching The Circle was season 2 with Chloe, because I really like was it Too Hot to Handle? And so
Gotcha.
yeah.
I started watching season 1 because when season 1 came out, I was working in North Carolina. So me and my wife were, separated, for lack of a better word. And so like we would watch shows at night together. Like I'd call her on the phone and be like, "Hey, I'm about to start this," and then like we just text throughout the show and then call each other at the end and talk about it and stuff. And so I was like, I just texted her. I was like, "I found what may be a terrible show or an amazing show. Let's find out." And so it had just came on Netflix. So I was like, I don't even know what this is. It just sounds like, the thing that grabbed me is it sounded like a really cool social experiment.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of season 1 was, is it was literally just a social experiment of, hey, if we separate you and you are literally by yourself, will you actually make bonds with other people? Would you be more dastardly, less dastardly, more likely to befriend somebody, fall in love, whatever, because you're by yourself and you're just seeing words? And I thought that was really cool. And then the show's just evolved from there. And now it's a mess.
Yeah, no, it's definitely devolved, but I'm here for it. It looks like a fun time. Oh, have you started Battle Camp yet?
Battle Camp? What is Battle Camp?
It's a new Netflix reality series that uses a whole bunch of like the Netflix reality stars. From season 1 of The Circle, Shabam is in it. Shuby?
Shuby.
Yeah, Shuby's in it.
Oh yeah, I think I saw something like this. It looks like Real World Road Rules Challenge, but Netflix.
Yeah. Okay. So you had Shuby in it, and then from Squid Game, the challenge, Trey is also in it. The one with his mom.
Game, the challenge, just because
you need to.
Do I?
It's fun. It really is fun.
It feels like the maker of that show missed the meaning behind Squid Game, because we shouldn't then want to have a Squid Game.
Yeah, no, but it's a fun time. It is a fun time.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I think it's past 7, isn't it?
Oh yeah, let's start. Yeah, do I need to do the intro?
I think so.
Okay, I'll do the intro.
Oh, and I got a quick minute too, so I was able to knock that one out.
Did I just start?
Yeah, I mean, because we're recording, so just whenever you start doing your actual intro, that's when I'll set the regular podcast to start happening.
Why don't you use a cam yet?
Because I literally am going from work to picking up my son to dealing with him until my wife gets here, to feeding him, to handing him to her so that she put him to sleep, to coming here. So I am currently filthy. And so, yes, that's the reason. Is if you want me to be in like a hat with like dirt and stuff all over my shirt and look like a dirty construction worker, yeah, sure, I can do that. But I look like straight up booty.
Hey, I'd have that. I would have that.
I know you would.
Yeah, just put a Snapchat filter on you. Get like the bunny ears, and you'll be great.
That'd be great.
Have the little nose and everything.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm going to try to find somehow some time to not do that and be able to get this set up where I'm not in just a random room in the house. I can actually do stuff, but that's a later project. I'll do it later, guys. I promise. It'll be soon. I promise. I'll make you proud. Oh, Daddy Ace, please don't make me leave the show.
Don't make him leave the show, Ace.
Having to deal with Ron all by myself, that sounds awful.
All right. Okay. I'll do a self countdown to 5 and I'll just start.
Sounds good, whatever you feel like.
Hi, good afternoon, good evening, good night. You have tuned into something where I can't do this today, guys. This is a quick minute.
Wait, what?
That was the whole point, is I want you to start on that. I wanted you to do it, and then I just want there to be there's.
Right. Cut. Second take. Second take.
I'm like hovering over it, and then when I hear the quick pop, quick minute, my brain like tried to shunt it down to the next one, and I was like, "Wait, he doesn't do
Lord.
that."
Oh,
But wouldn't it be cool if he did?
God, it would have been Ace. Now that I got you that good, it would have been so hilarious if you just hit the quick pop, quick minute thing instead.
And then it's just like, all right, yeah, I guess Jake's doing it.
There you go.
Jake just has
All
to
right, all
BS
right.
his way through a quick pop, quick minute.
All right, I'll do something else. Give me a second. Oh boy. Hi, looks like you found us. We're the Grappling Boys to talk about your grappling needs and everything in life that you could be grappling or wrestling with. This is the Quick Pop Podcast.
In the ring, we're talking loud. Ace shaking, raunchy, proud. Quick Pop Podcast all around. Wrestling fans, we break it down. Hear the slam, hear the roar. Every night we give you more. From the mat to the core. Tune in, fans, let's explore. Quick Pop Podcast, we ignite.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That half-assed intro, that rockin' tune, it all only means one thing. You are tuned in to the Quick Pop Podcast. I always am Jake. With me sometimes is Ron. With me all the time is Ace. So, what's up, boys?
I am all the time Jake.
I am sometimes Ron.
Ace is always Ace.
And I'm the rapid news in a rapid hurry for no good reason.
Yeah, you want to do it?
No, God, no.
Ace, what are you in a hurry for? What are you in a hurry for, Ace? Do you have something to do in 60 seconds?
This is a Quick Pop, Quick Minute. This is a Quick Pop, Quick Minute. Welcome to the Quick Pop, Quick Minute. I'm your one and only host of this wrestling port within a wrestling podcast, Raunchy. The Quick Pop, Quick Minute allows us to get up to date with the wrestling news that we may or may not cover in the show, so let's ring that bell and take it home. WWE is set for a blockbuster summer with the debut of WWE Unreal on Netflix, a 5-episode docuseries premiering July 29th that dives deep into the company's creative process from Raw's Netflix launch to WrestleMania 41, featuring behind-the-scenes stories like John Cena's shocking heel turn and Jey Uso's Royal Rumble triumph. The series is helmed by NFL Hard Knocks alumni and includes appearances by Nick Khan and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Maria Kanellis has announced that she is expecting her third child with husband and AEW star Mike Bennett, bringing a welcome wave of joy after a challenging year marked by health scares and her departure from AEW. Following surgeries in 2023 and 2024 for thyroid and adrenal gland tumors, Kanellis now looks ahead to motherhood once again as Bennett continues his run in Ring of Honor. New details have emerged about Liv Morgan's alleged stalker, identified as 41-year-old Sean Chan from Ontario, Canada, who was arrested after attempting to break into the WWE star's home and later showing up at the WWE Performance Center. According to a federal affidavit, Chan left notes claiming that his visit was friendly and now faces up to 5 years in prison if convicted of interstate domestic violence. Matt Cardona, formerly known as Zack Ryder, reflected on his early WrestleMania memories, joking that his brief run-in during WrestleMania 24's main event technically makes him a WrestleMania main eventer. Though his dream Edgehead's triple threat never happened, Cardona fondly recalled the surreal experience of sharing the ring with legends like The Undertaker and Edge in his WrestleMania debut. And finally, Ace's very own Zack Sabre Jr. has reclaimed the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship after defeating Hiroki Goto via referee stoppage in a hard-fought main event at New Japan Pro Wrestling's Tanahashi Jam. The win marks Sabre Jr.'s second reign with the title, ending Goto's run that began in February and included defenses against Hiroshi Tanahashi and Shota Umino. And that just so happens to be the 1, 2, 3 on the Quick Pop Quick Minute. This is a Quick Pop Quick Minute.
Couldn't help myself.
Okay.
I will say this
As you're like,
as a plug for anyone who doesn't tune into the live stream. That was one of my favorite Quick Pop Quick Minutes, but all because of what led up to it that isn't on this episode. So that
yeah, could we clip back to that in editing? Could we clip back to the beginning, the first beginning of this episode, and then go into the second beginning of this episode, and then replay that point, and to the point where I'm telling you to edit the first part of this episode into the second part, which now unfortunately becomes the third part of this episode?
That sounds like a lot of work considering I have an event to get ready for this weekend.
Ooh, what event?
Ace, what event?
Is,
what should we be plugging right now, Ace?
What event, Ace?
The Quick Pop Podcast is and I do mean after meeting with both the property owner, the person who's putting on the event, and like the person who's helping with MCW. We are the feature podcast for the I don't remember what the name of it. It's got some fancy name, but there's also been like 3 different other names for it. It's basically we're putting on a big WWE 2K Invitational tournament. We are partnering with Memphis Championship Wrestling and Rhino JB over on Twitch, who runs, in my opinion, the only wrestling or WWE/wrestling in general Twitch league where you can go become a member of the channel and claim your very own wrestler and also use your points and everything to challenge other people for titles and everything else. It's like fantasy wrestling, but like you're booking and backing one guy and trying to make sure your guy wins.
Yeah, so and I believe Rhino was on a previous episode of the podcast, right?
Rhino, I did do an interview with him, 2-3 years ago.
Which you can listen to that episode and many other episodes anywhere you listen to your podcast at Quick Pop Podcast.
But yes, I was asked to assist with getting the tournament together, helping with the brackets and things of that nature. But then I was like, "Oh, hey, do you mind if we get Quick Pop involved?" And he was like, "Forget just be involved. We're gonna set you up with a table. I was gonna make a little sign that says, sit down and have a chat with us. We're gonna bring our mobile setup. We're definitely going to be recording at the event. We may be going live from the event, but I have not straight determined that just yet. We're at minimum recording at the event, but we may be going live as well to commentate matches, facilitate interviews with some of the Memphis Championship wrestlers, other people who just want to have their opinion made. So yeah, come down and see us.
Ace, get to the big selling point. Anyone watching the live stream, I'm a disembodied white dot. Come see my pretty face. I will be dressed to the nines. I will be there to shake hands, kiss babies, hug infants, push old women down. I will do it all.
I got news for you. This is going to be a Saturday in July in Memphis with no clouds. If by dress to the nines, you mean I am not going to be dressing like over the top, because if it'll be hot, then yeah, dress to the nines.
Okay,
yeah, well, dress to the nines, meaning dress with the shirts that are available at quickpopshop.com.
Dress to the nines. The nines being the temperature, back to back, 99 and them up.
I mean, dress to the nines. Ace, how else should anyone dress to the nines? But with Quick Pop podcast gear, of course. We have T-shirts, we have koozies, we have shorts, we have thongs, we have socks, we have sneakers, we have. Do we not have
parkas? We have ponchos. We have windbreakers. We have sombreros.
Hold on.
Cowboy hats, cowgirl hats.
Hold on. I just want to make sure you understand. I am fine with putting our product label on just about anything.
Okay.
I do not believe Fourth Wall offers thongs.
Well, we're dropping them. We're dropping them now. Dude, that's unacceptable. This is
Quick Pop Podcast dropping thongs.
This is egregious behavior, Ace. You got a merch stand that won't sell thongs. I mean, like that is
90.
You're telling me that Cisco is going to be on this on the next episode of Quick Pop? Whoa,
Ace, you got Cisco?
You got Cisco, Ace?
I don't even know if Cisco's got Cisco.
Guys, hold on. All I can think about now is that we get a merch person that will sell Quick Pop thongs, and then we buy a cameo from Cisco to read the ad copy for the Quick Pop podcast thongs.
I'm gonna be real with you right now.
Yeah,
I did not think this is going to be my day.
Just pop off with Quick Pop.
I'm now verifying through Fourth Wall that we don't, so that way either I am correct or don't look like an idiot.
Ace, just imagine it. Cisco voice comes through as we're showing a picture of the product, and he goes, "Pop them cheeks in the Quick Pop podcast thong." Tell me, come on, Ace, it's a money train.
Okay, so we don't.
We got Rikishi modeling it,
dude. Yeah, we okay. If we don't get Cisco, we'll get Rikishi to say it.
So we don't have thongs.
Oh, God.
But we do have everything but.
Including
the bras? Quick Pop bras?
Like, do it bras? Do it bras?
Like all
Quick
the other
corsets?
Technically, yeah. Well, I don't know.
Quick Pop stockings?
All the other cuts, yes. We just don't have that specific cut.
You want to deck your special lady out in Quick Pop merch? When you're in the sweet, sweet act of beating her at Super Smash?
Walk the line. Walk the line.
I
have to. I have
Walk
to.
I think, Ace, I think we've obliterated the line.
We have kids onesies. Deck your baby out in Quick Pop.
I put my kid in Quick Pop.
You cannot go from talking about lingerie to talking about onesies, children's onesies.
Ron,
that is just not in my flavor.
Hey, Ron, we can do what we want to, Marats.
Oh yeah, we could do what we want to, but we can't. Do you know why?
Why?
Ace, are you a champion right now?
No.
You can't do anything you want to do. Am I a champion right now?
I don't know. That's a good question. Are you a champion right now?
No, I can't do anything I want to. Never, whatever.
Wow.
Jake, are you a champion right now?
Well, sort of. 16 seconds ago, I was.
You're not a champion right now.
I'm not a champion right now. I'm not.
You can't do whatever you need to do. I wonder who's champion.
Well, if y'all are wondering who the champion is, if you are wondering who bested the three boys, that would be not anyone. That would be the 40 under 40, the 3-time bronze Amble winner, the 2-time silver bronze Amble winner. That will be the most loveliest member of the Quick Pop podcast. That would be my wife. That would be the title staying in my household. Because I told you boys, if I was going to lose, that title was not leaving my house. And speaking of which, honey.
Hi, guys.
Are you going to draw a promo?
Oh, wow. You got a promo?
No, I literally logged in 20 seconds ago. So.
Oh, nice.
Look at that hard-working champion.
Yeah, she's out there defending her title. What have you ever done, Jake?
Won it and hoarded it.
Like a dragon?
Like a dragon's gold? Yes, exactly. That's how we do here.
Yeah, that's
Call me strong, baby.
Well, congrats. You are new Quick Pop champion. The first female Quick Pop champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, so history making run now.
Leading into Evolution? That's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, Evolution is first, and then
No. Well, it's the same weekend. It's the same weekend.
Oh, dang. Okay.
It's the same weekend.
Should we do a pick 'em for both?
I don't know. You know what? Let's ask our champ. Should we do a pick 'em for both?
Just for both pay-per-views?
Yeah, for Evolution and All In.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the question. Because in the past, like with Mania and things, it's all in one. Are we doing one whole weekend pick 'em or 1 and 1?
One whole week. Both of them together.
Okay. She says both of them together. We're going to do one major pick 'em. Major pick 'em.
In honor of our first female champion, we will add an all-female pay-per-view to the all-in weekend pick 'em. There we go. Done. It is decreed as in
fully all in.
The series, what's it call it? The league. It is decided.
We took all in and just went beyond, like really all in.
Yeah.
There we go. We got the nuggets. We got the cheese. We got the flavor that you could savor.
We got the moves.
All right, the champ has left the building.
Ooh, Electric Cowboy?
Okay, so now we
got the Electric Cowboy in here. What are you doing,
Look at you, Ace?
You Mr. Hip Hop over there.
Hit you with my rat-tat-tat-tat-tat.
Oh, bringing the baby metal in here too. Wow.
Bro, you don't ever
if
have
there
to
if there is a
me.
guy that is hip with the music, it's not me or Jake. It's the lovely Ace.
You do not have to convince me to bring the baby metal in. I was sorely upset when they were in Nashville and I couldn't go.
Yeah, no, I was upset when they were in Dallas and I think I was somewhere else during that weekend. Which I could be somewhere else all in weekend, but I'm not. I'm going to be with my boys.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's happening.
Enjoying your prize.
Another plug, all in weekend. The Quick Pop podcast will be there with potential. Oh wait, what? What's that, Ace? Do you have?
Reminds me. No. It partially does, partially doesn't have to do with this. We'll go ahead and say this now on the podcast, so that way somebody who's listening to this live as well as when we release on Wednesdays will know. We will not be live on next Monday. I'm going to be giving Monday off partially as like a 4th of July weekend thing, since we can't really give you like Friday off. We'll give you Monday off. But partially because we'll take the recording from the tournament commentary and all of our special guests and everything. That will be that following week's podcast, which will allow us to prepare our minds, our bodies, and our souls for our big bonanza of recording the following weekend at All In.
Yeah, we have a lot of special episodes coming for you guys. As H just said, the Ghost River 2K tournament will probably be hitting next week. After that, the three of us together, all in weekend, we'll have special episodes of me and Ace's drive up to Texas, special hopeful interviews. We'll just try to grab people at the event. We'll get our comments and thoughts at the end of the event. We've talked about possibly doing the roast of Bill Goldberg for his final match, a watch along live that you probably won't hear live, but we will be doing it live. We got a bunch of special stuff coming up. We're really trying to give you all more content and more fun stuff with the three boys.
The muchachos.
The three amigos.
Yeah, it's gonna be a night. It's gonna be a night to remember. But here we go. Speaking of nights to remember, oh my god, I can't shake my head.
That was not even. If what you're about to lead into, I would not call that.
What just happened, Ron?
Dude, my head hurts, man.
Y'all just saw a physical reboot, like in like real time.
Real time, yeah.
Yeah, no, sorry about that.
Hey,
night of champions, man. let's
Here, I'm gonna be real with you. Maybe I'm wrong in saying this, but for all the big love that like Night of Champions, and they were like, oh, the night to remember anything, based on our pick'em and the results of the pick'em, I wouldn't really call it a night to remember. It was a very
predictable night,
formulaic. Like I think I mean, obviously, I had two different, and I've gone on the record stating that once again, me trying to be different cost me. Although I think time-wise, I wouldn't have won anyway if I hadn't have been different. But I think there was literally only one that was a difference from all of our opinions, and I mean, I wouldn't call it shocking. I mean, let's just, it's not a lot to talk about, but let's just run it down real quick because I would not call it a memorable Night of Champions. It was a very formulaic Night of Champions.
So
even all the shenanigans that happened at the end were like, not like, wow.
So you've watched the show.
I did not watch it live.
Jake, you watched the show.
It's a Saudi show, so no.
So no, of course he didn't. Even the one that he said he was going to watch, he didn't watch.
I said watch the match.
I want to ask you. Let's go ahead and do this. We're bringing it back. A good old Jake game. Try to remember the title of it. It's not coming. I've shook my head a little bit too much and had a mini stroke or some kind.
Ron, I'll take it from here. Ladies and gentlemen, it is once again time to play How Did That Match Go?
Ace, we're going to need music for that.
You know what? I'm just going to have to find the most generic music I can find.
Ace, I request.
Can you give us the Price is Right theme,
No,
reverse and pitch down?
No, not the Price is Right theme. Ace, I need you to look up the old NXT wrestlers theme, Blue Pants, which was just the Price is Right theme, but it was just a random guy going, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-ba. Like, I need that. I need Blue Pants' theme song.
I'm looking at just like the genericness of this, and my first thought is like, wow, I removed this person from my memory.
I didn't.
Who, Blue Pants? No, dude.
I love Blue Pants. How do you not like Blue Pants?
Well, it's the theme song because, like, when you pair it up against all these other theme songs, and then it just starts with like a guy singing it along, threw me off hard when I just like pressed play to be like, what is this?
Okay, so both of y'all did not watch it.
No,
I watched it.
Yep.
But you're not going to hear what I got to say. I'm just going to grade what both of y'all think happened in the match, and I'm just going to choose the better one. We're making this a contest. There's no stakes. There's no sort of prize. This is just for bragging rights. I'm the judge, jury, and executioner of this. So how did that match go? First, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with you, young Jake.
Okay.
You big loser. Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton in the King of the Ring tournament final.
Yeah, I read.
How did that match go?
I read a little bit about it online. There's a lot of backlash because it was very odd. Like, Cody Rhodes made his whole big entrance. Randy Orton came out. They probably sung the song and everything. But when the bell rang, they just sat there like, the Hulk Hogan rock stare down. And then like Randy was just like, your dad's fat. And then like Cody's all like, yeah, your dad had a cowboy gimmick. Isn't he from Texas? What's up with that? And he's like, oh, my dad could beat up your dad. And he goes, yeah, well, my dad already beat your dad. Your dad never even won a championship. And they just go back and forth with like bickering. Then they lock up. And you can still hear like, insults to each other's dad. And they fall outside the ring. They're still insulting about each other's dad. And suddenly like the camera shows in the audience, people are jumping the guardrail, and it's like, who's jumping the guardrail? And it's Mama Rose and Mama Orton. And they each grab each of them by their ear and pull them to each corner and start being like, you shouldn't do that. I taught you better than this. And he's like, yeah, but he said dad was fat. And he goes, he said what? Then you hear over like, yeah, he said dad wasn't even a cowboy. And then it turns into a 10-minute match of Mama Rhodes and Mama Orton just going back and forth, Hurricane Ranas, superplexes off the top rope, just crazy, crazy maneuvers. And then finally the Cody and Orton try to break them up. And as they're breaking them up, Orton goes for a RKO, and RKO's Cody. And as he's about to pin him, Mama Rhodes just pulls out the belt and just starts whipping Orton and like pulls him, gets him over his knee, and it's like, you are a bad boy. You punt kick people in the head. How dare you do this? And Orton screams, I give up. And the referee's like, good enough for me, and hits the bell, and Cody's king of the ring.
All right, Ace. How did
How
that
in
match
God's
go?
name do you expect me to top that? This is why I don't play this game.
Give it the
This
good
is
old
why
college try.
This is why I sit here and I'm just like, I can't look. The only thing I could do is literally read you the match synopsis word for word. That would be the only way to top it. Okay? There's a reason we let Jake do what he does.
Sidebar. Since Ace is throwing in the towel, Rob,
Sidebar.
I do have to ask this. You watched the match. I am curious. Was it good?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Okay.
It was everything that you said. Like they had a stare down. They called each other like not a cowboy. They called each other fat, and then all of a sudden the mamas came into this and started doing superplexes and hurricane ranas and a tope suicida and yeah, and then they all it was one big family party.
What was Mama Rhodes and Mama Orton wearing? Because we know that Saudi can be very strict about what they wear.
I mean, full body suits.
Well, I mean, they're also older women, Ace. So it's like they're, one of them had like a button down with a cardigan, and then the mama khaki pants with like the flat slip-ons, and then the other one had like a dress, but it was like kind of a muumuu dress, but like not because she was pregnant, just because she wanted a longer one. And then she had socks on, but obviously, they're in Saudi Arabia, so she had like knee socks on underneath it, so you couldn't see anything, and like flip-flop sandals, enough to make the Saudi crowd be like, you don't need to be wearing sandals with socks, but we'll allow it.
I mean, and then Mama Orton also had like the Dusty Sucks eggs.
Yeah. She wanted the button down. She unbuttoned the shirt to show Dusty Sucks eggs. Yeah, at the middle of the match. It was very rude, but it got the crowd into it.
Yeah. So Cody Rhodes defeated Randy Orton via pinfall in less than 20 minutes. Jake, that point goes to you.
Okay.
So
Cody's king of the ring now. Does that have anything for it? Like, does he get a title shot or?
Yes.
Against the winner of tonight's event. But King Cody. So second match, Ace, I'm gonna give this one to you. It is Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez in a Saudi street fight. How did that go?
Not doing it. I genuinely do not possess that skill.
How did that match go?
Ace, how did it go?
Ace, you want me to proxy for you? Do you want me to proxy? Rhea Ripley backstage, because the entire thing happened backstage. Rhea Ripley was trying to heat up a hot pocket, but it wasn't like the pepperoni one. It was the weird one, which is the ham and cheese, and it was cold on the inside. And Raquel's like, maybe you shouldn't. You don't know how to cook a hot pocket right. And Rhea like really took offense to that. And she's like, oh, well, what do you do? And Raquel says, well, I don't dip my hot pocket in Vegemite. And then it just turns into an all-out brawl. They go through catering. You see like Elias, but it's not Elias. It's Ezekiel, but it's not Ezekiel. It's Elijah. But he has like casts all over his body, full body cast, because he didn't get the memo that he could wear whatever he wants in Saudi Arabia. But either way, ergo, vis-a-vis, concordantly, Rhea Ripley was just smashing things up. Raquel Rodriguez was smashing things up. There was like a golf cart that was happening. They recreated the Sammy Guevara, Kenny Omega scene in, Stadium Stampede? And then they finally get to the ring, and all of a sudden, everyone was telling Raquel for some reason to a blood-covered Saudi D, and Raquel was like, that's the wrong wrestler. Don't you know that I am Raquel Rodriguez? I'm not CM Punk. And then Raquel Rodriguez pulls off her mask, and all of a sudden it's CM Punk. And Rhea Ripley is like, oh, wow, Mr. Punk. Like, I didn't know I was wrestling you. And he's like, you didn't. And then smacks Rhea Ripley over the head. And then she pulls off, CM Punk pulls off the mask, and it's Raquel Rodriguez yet again. Oh my gosh, we've been Scooby snacked. But Rhea Ripley, she finally gets that warm, molten hot pocket in her hand, and she shoves it down Rodriguez's throat. She needs water, but you can't get water because it's Saudi Arabia. And Rhea Ripley pins 1, 2, 3. Jake, how did that match go?
I was about to say that's weird, Ron. Like I was reading the dirt sheets, they said none of that. It was totally different on my end. So how I saw the match was it started with a sorry. It started with the backstage segment of Rhea and Damian Priest hanging out, and Damian Priest's like, dude, look what I found at a random market. It's like this. It looks like a statue or something, but it's just of like a hand. And Rhea Ripley's like, dude, I love horror movies. That looks like a replica from like the hand from Talk to Me. And he's like, oh, does it? I haven't seen the movie. She's like, yeah, you just grab it, and she grabs the hand, and then you do it, and you say, talk to me. And then Rhea Ripley's eyes rolled back in her head, and she like got stiff body, just like holding on to it. He's like, Rhea, nice joke. Rhea, what's happening? And just then Raquel Rodriguez walked by and body checked her, and she falls to the ground. And Raquel Rodriguez was like, there's more of that in the ring. And then Rhea Ripley just looks up at her angry, and then suddenly like starts talking weird in some like accent, and just like looks up at her and go because Rhea, obviously they have to wear the bodysuits, right? So Rhea's in the black leather bodysuit. Raquel Rodriguez is in like a red and yellow like bodysuit, and Rhea Ripley just looks out at her and goes, with all that makeup, I still not you, Hulk Hogan. I humble you. I did a horrible accent. I'm sorry, guys. And then everyone like looked at him, and they're like, and camera turns to Damian Priest and goes, oh no, a spirit of someone dead embodies you. And then the Iron Sheik's music hits, and Rhea Ripley is possessed by the Iron Sheik. And she goes out there and just beats Raquel Rodriguez, keep going like, I spit on you, Jojo Braboni. Was that how it happened?
I'm gonna give this point to Jake. Jake already has 2 points.
I did the worst accent ever.
The only thing that you got so incredibly incorrect,
that
it wasn't the hand from Talk to Me, it was the hand from Idle Hands, featuring Devin Sawa.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right. You're right.
I'm sorry.
You're right.
I'm sorry.
You're right.
I'm sorry. Okay.
I started selling the Iron Sheik, and then I went Scottish out of nowhere.
Yeah. I was about to say Iron
He
Sheik
was like
and
Sir
the Scottish
William Wallace.
in the Saudi Arabia show was that was an off the wall take, and I didn't hate it, but I was very confused.
Well, because Talk to Me, if you grab the hand for more than 10 seconds, the spirit enters your body, and then you're possessed.
Makes sense.
Anyone that's seen the movie thinks this is gold. Anyone who hasn't seen the movie thinks I'm the lunatic that I am. What was the next match?
Next match, we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna skip this one. But
okay.
Sami Zayn defeated Karrion Kross. Of course, Sami's gonna win. Of course, Sami's gonna win. Wait, did you watch this? Did you watch this match? Did you watch this match, Ace? Did you watch it?
Karrion Kross took a back bump. After weeks and weeks and weeks of us hearing about Karrion Kross is not advancing in the roster because he refuses to take back bumps, Karrion Kross took multiple back bumps.
I'm going to give a point to Ace on that one. I was ready to skip it, but he was ready to learn me a lesson. Good for you, Ace. There's a point for you. Ace is on the board. He's playing. Don't let him fool you. He saying that he's not going to play. He's playing. He just played. So here we are. We're going to continue on with the game. Jacob Fatu is defending his title against Solo Sikoa for the United States Championship. Ace, since winning that last point, I'm going to give this back to you. How did that match go?
I don't know.
All right, Jake.
You're just making this must-watch podcast right now. Let me slide in here. Let me slide in.
Yeah, Jake, go ahead and get the steal.
Listen. We know, Solo Sikoa. It's the family. He kind of runs it a little mobbish, like, right? So Solo Sikoa meets Jacob Fatu in the back, and before he goes and gives him a message, and he goes. And he goes, "This for you." And he opens it. It's like a phone. He looks inside and there's a video. There's a little girl. And she goes, "Daddy, if you win the match, they're going to blow up the arena." And Jacob Fatu's like, oh, hell no. They got my daughter and they're going to blow up some Saudi people? I'm about to go mess some fools up. So he leaves. And the next thing you know, he's fighting all of the... on your face. You're on your face. And so he's fighting all the bloodline throughout the arena. Solo gets in a car. He drives a car with them. They're doing Jason Bourne things, Fast and Furious explosions. Michael Bay movie. He gets to a bar. Him and James Fatu is fighting back and forth through the bar. Every time he knocks Solo down, he turns. He's like, "Have you seen this little girl? Have you seen this little girl?" And he chased them back to a bank in Saudi where they had to. I can't do this. Ron's face. Well, a bank to Saudi where they were fighting throughout the bank. Jacob Fatu has to climb in the vents and crawl around. He busts through one. Jacob Fatu has a gun. He shoots out the glass. They're now fighting through glass, and they have bloody feet and everything, and they go all the way to the very top of the bank. And then at the bank is a little girl and Jeff Cobb, and he's like, "I knew it was you." And then right as Jeff Cobb is about to throw his daughter, he's like, wait, no, I'll say it, "Solo, I love you." And he's like, "No, you have to let me pin you." And he's like, okay. And he starts to go down, and then he pulls out the gun that he duct taped to his back and shoots both of them. And he retains the U.S. title and gets his daughter back, and no one in Saudi has exploded. Did that happen?
Bold move to bring up explosions in Saudi.
Right.
It was
I mean, you went there. You went there. I'll do this. No one gets the point.
Points for stereotype.
I will say note during this match, Hikuleo debuted as Tolatonga or Talatonga. Talaloa. I don't remember his name, but Hikuleo is now part of Jacob Fatu's bloodline. I mean, not Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa's bloodline, and Solo Sikoa won via shenanigans. So Solo Sikoa is now your WWE United States champion.
I want to say, Ron, your face while I was telling that story, if
I knew where it was going. I was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?"
If anyone is not watching live, you need to watch live just for Ron's face to my stories right now. I can barely get any of this stuff out.
It's so dumb.
No, it is.
It's so dumb. I love it.
I think it's when you brought up explosives and bomb going off. I looked over and Ron was just like,
Hey guys, listen. I know y'all are saying it's a sensitive subject. There are no bombs in Saudi right now.
There are no bombs in Saudi
right now.
No war in Bang Sing Se.
No, remember what Outcast said? There's no bombs over Baghdad. Yeah. Ace, I know music too. You want to bring out Electric Callboy? You want to bring out Baby Metal? I'll bring out Outcast. I'll bring out the Stankonia album, which I think is their best album.
It is.
Your evidence is bombs over Baghdad, which is in Iraq, not Saudi Arabia.
That is correct.
That means they're not in Saudi Arabia. They're in Iraq.
But
there could only be one location of the bombs, Ace. There's one location, and it's not in Iran.
I think I have your migraine thing.
Yep, that's how it happens. It transfers via digitally. Okay, so next one, Ace. I'm gonna give this back to you since no one won points. Last match. It is Asuka versus Jade Cargill for the Queen of the Ring tournament final. And winner gets a chance for the WWE Women's Championship at SummerSlam. Ace, I'm going to give this to you.
Winner becomes an X-Man, apparently, which is what happened with Jade, because she's now a mutant. It's canon. That's all I got. You keep trying to tee this up, and it's not going to happen.
Okay, Jake, I'm going to give this to you.
Okay. So Asuka came to the ring with her creepy clown makeup on and stuff, right? And so then Jade's music hits, and she comes out dressed as Storm from the X-Men. So, we're gonna have a normal back and forth Jade spot fest, and Jade just messing it all up. No, we're not, because what you didn't realize is Asuka just pulled all the powers of Pennywise, and Jade actually can control the weather. So then Asuka turns out into a giant space interdimensional spider demon, and Jade's sitting there throwing tornadoes at her, having lightning strike her. Asuka, obviously is a interdimensional spider demon, so she can grow as large as she wants to. So she rips through the roof of their arena, and Jade is flying around, throwing thunderbolts and lightning at her, making the tornadoes happen. And Asuka is just destroying the city. It's a Gaijin nightmare. And so Storm has to eventually call upon the rest of the X-Men to defeat the giant Pennywise alien, and Jade wins, obviously.
Okay, I am gonna give this point to Rob Liefeld for putting too many pockets on Asuka and Jade Cargill. So Rob Liefeld is on the board now.
Hey, listen, he's pockets on them, and he cannot draw their arms. So
yep.
Arms and chests.
Hey, Ace, you get that reference, right? You get that.
Oh,
reference,
I
right?
get the reference.
Oh, you got the reference? All right, cool. Yeah, we're a very topical podcast here. Okay.
Ron, I think you love this game more than me.
I do. It's great to be on the outside looking in this time and not trying to rack my brain about how exactly I'm going to make something up. So last match is for the undisputed WWE Championship. Shout out to Lillian Garcia. You keep doing you, girl. It's John Cena versus one CM Punk. I'm gonna give this to. All right, Ace, heads or tails?
Middle.
All right, Jake, you go.
Okay. Lights go out. John Cena makes his entrance. He walks to the ring. It's his last time going to be in Saudi. Static hits. CM Punk comes out, right? But the only thing is, CM Punk comes out. He's not wearing his normal wrestling gear. He is wearing just black tights, but over him is a sandwich board that says, "Please forgive me."
I almost blew snot out of my nose. I'm so
please
sorry.
forgive. It says, "Please forgive me, Saudi. I'm really, really sorry. I love you." Right? And so he's walking out. He puts the sandwich board in the ring. John, the bell rings. They're about to lock up. He goes, "Oh, wait!" And he runs out to the ring and goes to everyone and is shaking their hands, "I'm sorry, I said the thing about the blood, the penis, the sucking. I'm sorry. And he's walking around the arena, just shaking hands and apologizing. And John Cena just looks at the ref and be like, "I mean, can we just do a count out?" So the referee starts, counting them out. And Cena's in the back rafters of the arena, still making sure everyone knows he's really, really sorry. And, he'll never do it again. And he really loves Saudi Arabia. And he's like, "Oh no." And he starts diving and running to the ring and running. And he slides in just in the nick of time. And then they lock up and they continue to do the match where they do everything they did for Money in the Bank 14 years ago, but a lot slower and showing their age at every turn, to the point that halfway through it, John Cena is making motions, and you're like, "Oh no, is it The Rock? Is it Travis Scott? Is it someone new?" No, it's a walker to help John Cena get up and complete the match. And as he's getting up, Cena's Punk's like, "Oh, thank God you're taking a second. I gotta go apologize to some more people." So he goes and apologizes to more Saudi people, and then this time they do the 10 count, but Punk can't make it back because of his bad hip, and so he gets counted out, and John Cena wins.
All right. I'm going to give this point to Ace. You know why?
Because he didn't say anything?
No, because I hate you, Jake.
You hate me? Why do you hate me?
Because you keep being champion despite yourself. You continue to do so great in these pick'ems. You continue to defend your championship day in and day out, month in and month out, year in and year out. And the only time that you end up losing, you lose to your fucking wife. Of course I hate you, Jake. 110%. Did you know that you weren't ever going to win? I made this a contest. Jake. But you weren't ever going to win. Remember, I'm judge, jury, and executioner. It wasn't going to happen. Not in my lifetime, not in your lifetime, probably in Ace's lifetime because he's going to outlive us. But no, Jake, you weren't going to win this one. You're a bag of disposable beans, Jake. So poop on you and poop on your grave. The winner is Rob Liefeld.
Well deserved, Rob. Well deserved, Rob.
Well deserved.
Somebody please tweet, Insta, TikTok, do whatever you got to do to Rob Liefeld. Let him know he won this competition on the Quick Pop podcast.
He won. He was always going to win.
If he wants to collect his reward, tell him he has to come onto the podcast.
Yeah. Email Ace at big blue hero at bluechew.com. I don't know.
What just happened? Oh Lord, this one is so off the rails. I can't I'm putting my ears and mind and eyes in the spot of a listener. I don't know if they're going to love this episode or absolutely hate it, but this has been too much fun.
To think that this is going to be the episode that a lot of people are going to be listening to when you two are out at what's the place called? Ghost River?
Ghost River. Ghost River. Yes.
This will be the episode that they will be listening to.
The episode. So yeah, Ace, think about that, Ace. Me and you are going to be there shucking, jiving, and shilling for this podcast, doing a little song and dance number, interviewing people, doing mock commentary on WWE 2K tournaments. And when people get our flyers, see us, it's like, oh, those guys seem cool. Let me check out their podcast. This will be the episode that they hear. This will be the number one episode, the one that they're like, dude, let's see what they said about the Night of Champions. A lot just happened last week. Let's see what they do when a lot has happened in the week.
Like we're not going to talk about how Liv Morgan's probably going to be injured for a year. We're not going to talk about how Chad Gable is going to be injured for over 6 months. We're going to be talking about Die Hard, and we're going to be talking about what was that movie again? Let Them Talk or something. Talk to me. We're going to be talking about that, and yeah, we brought up a Rob Liefeld reference. Like, you know how niche that is? Not as niche as you think, but still pretty niche.
It's niche if you're not a comic book fan,
right? Which you would think that most people that are into wrestling are also into comics.
They should be.
Yeah. I don't know, but I don't know. Ace, what do you think the crossover is?
I mean, I think it's there, but I don't think it's like as like sure thing.
I cannot wait for people to like question you. It's like, wait, are you really friends with Zack Sabre Jr.?
Yeah,
God, no. That's
dude.
The thing that I'm looking
do you know how many people are going to ask you like what Zack Sabre Jr. is really like? How good friends are they? Like, what does the IWGP Heavyweight title feel like?
Here's the thing: I can either shut down the rumors, or I can lean into him so hard and just badmouth him to the end of days.
Why would you do that? He's your best friend.
He's your best friend. He calls you.
Yeah. I mean, like me and Ron have accepted that me and him are 2 and 3. We don't discuss who's on what number because we respect each other too much. But we know
you're 2. I'm 3.
Okay. Well, we know Sabre is number 1. We know this. It's very clear. It's very clear.
Look, I'm just saying. Okay, that's inappropriate.
Whoa! You and Sabre did what?
Why are you pulling the curtain that far back, Ace? It's not a beaded curtain, man. Come on.
Ace, you should know. Me and Ron always talk about what's behind the beaded curtain. We never say. We just allude to it. Like
That's
you just
a lie. You explicitly and exclusively say.
That's not this podcast.
What do we say?
That's not this
I just
podcast.
had to hear about earlier today your booby that won't quiet.
autocorrect makes things funnier.
Wait, did you just say a booty? Like, did you mean to say a booty that won't quit, and it actually
That's what
went
he
to
meant,
quiet?
but he went
Yeah.
to quiet,
Yeah.
and that's why I kept saying, like, for the
Yeah.
sake of our road trip, that booty better be quiet.
You know, plug it up.
Plug it up.
I'm pretty sure that we have like suppositories on quickpopshop.com.
I will not
Quick
drive.
Pop branded.
I will
Plugs.
not drive in a gangsta paradise with a non-quiet booty.
You could have a symphony out of that bungus.
Oh,
It'll sound better than anything that Def Rebel has made.
probably.
Except if you're a Joshi wrestler for some reason. They
What do you
keep
mean?
making bangers. Like
Is that Rebel is
Julia-
doing that?
Julia's theme?
Yeah.
So good. So
And
good.
that's Death Rebel?
Yeah, everyone else's theme? Booty butt cheeks.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's not good. It's not a good thing.
Yeah. Unless you're a Joshi wrestler, you don't have it. You don't have it. I don't know. I'm in my feelings about that.
We see. I think we've gone too far off the rail, guys. I think, yep, there it is. There's the music. That's what we need.
Two of us at Ghost River this weekend and all of that good stuff. I won't be there.
Yeah, 2 of us at Ghost River, all 3 of us, all in. Spay and neuter your pets. Remember, the price is always right, unless it's wrong, then you don't pay it. But then, I mean, you could pay it, but then you'd spend way too much money, and you'd have something that you didn't really want to spend too much money on, that you could have got it for way cheaper if you just waited. It's called Dollar General, and Dollar General is not a dollar store. It is things there are multi-dollars. It isn't just a dollar. Look for a dollar store, not Dollar General. They'll get you every time.
Well, that's why you go to Dollar Tree. Except Dollar Tree isn't $1 anymore. It's $1.25. And then they also have certain objects that are like, wait, hear the drop? Okay, there we go. There's a drop. Anyway, back to Dollar Tree. Yeah, they're like $1.25 now. But like you can get like frozen stuff. You can probably get like headphones. They're like $3, $4, $5. I think that's the max that they go is $5. But it's not Dollar Tree. It's $1.25 tree now.
Slurs.